This draw pick there might be a reason for this draw ban. Like something is maybe a playstyle that they. Maybe not a playstyle because IO and Drow is like a bit weird together. Because Drow you want a 5-man. Like IO sometimes you want to play more like map control and you have a Bat Rider. So it tends to go towards the direction where you want to split, catch with lasso and just like farm the map. And Drow is not that kind of. I'm not sure. Maybe they are picking a hero that's very scared of Drow.
Maybe a couple mid pairings that we haven't seen.
Or maybe it could be the lane.
Queen of Pain or something like that they don't want to pair with the Drow.
No, it could be the lane because the third ban they ban out the OD, a hero that's really good in the lane, and a safe lane draw would provide their mid laner advantage in the lane. And the last game they beat TNC in the lane.
Yeah. And they pick up the Weaver themselves this time.
This hero is really good at killing the IO. IO is very scared of Weaver. You want to get a Ghost Scepter ASAP.
I think I was also very scared of the Centaur though.
Yeah, same.
I mean, IO's scared of a lot of things in this game.
However, many things should be scared of the IO plus Bat Rider. I've seen that wreak some havoc even yesterday.
Sure.
Well, we'll see. Do you think TNC is a team to go for a classic combination with IO? I mean, they're not really.
Never seen them play IO.
I was going to say that, but then like Raven Tiny, haven't really seen that often. Raven Ursa, not often either.
They picked Ursa I think once earlier.
Okay.
Raven played it. So I wouldn't say they can't play it. They definitely can.
But Ursa is not real great at the moment. I think they lost that game.
Not that good against Weaver.
Oh no,
Not
that's a hard matchup.
Not that great against Stampede. Difficult here though. They need good lockdown for the Weaver right now, but at the moment they have only the lasso.
I think something like a Puck could be very threatening for them. Not sure if that's.
Puck's great against Stampede because you lock them now in a position. But then when you go Puck plus Bat Rider as your. Oh wait, they do run support Bat Rider. Didn't they teams play?
Yeah, they do.
Didn't teams play one? Was it on the first day where he actually played a support Bat Rider one game?
I think.
Yeah, I remember him playing the Bat Rider. So it could be something along those lines. But it would be really greedy though if you have IO plus Bat Rider as your support duo, because both of those heroes need a lot of farm.
Yeah, they had the Bat Rider that time with the Rubik support combination. They did also have Sam-H on the Sand King that game.
Yeah.
With Juggernaut and Timber to back that up.
Reserve time.
But still, if you look at the first three heroes, I still favor Liquid's starting tree. I think it has much more versatility. Lane presence is really good. Good team fight.
It seems like they know what they're doing with these picks.
And TNC, the first two picks is telling me that they are trying to adjust towards their enemies. In some ways, it might be a good thing, but for this team, it could do
it's
more
the Doom! Play as to your strengths, TNC. Be the team we've seen all tournament. Don't get freaked out by Liquid.
Yeah, they're like a bit worried
if Kuro
about...
bleeds, we can kill it, alright? Stay with it, boys.
I mean, we'll still have to see.
To Wisp, would you rather accept playing a hero that you're less familiar with, or just give it to, just leave that in the draft for somebody who's clearly going to dominate?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a difficult call, because you don't really want to play against their Kotl either.
Wow, Enigma coming out here. Hello, new hero.
The relocate counter.
Is that the relocate counter? Yeah, people have been picking Warlock for that. It's got a lower cooldown. It's got just
who was the team that actually...
stop.
Oh, EG. You know, in the past when the enemy team picks IO, EG always picks Enigma plus Tide.
Really? Oh, just to stop that kind of initiation and shut it
relocate
down.
into me, bro. I have Ravage and Black Hole.
Look at that damage. Oh lord, 71% win rate. But I mean,
pretty high.
He's hardly ever picked though. I mean,
so they're gonna have like a greedy jungler this game. I assume Santo will be their offlaner. Unless they do something different with the Santo.
They use that to protect heroes that you have to run at too. So we've seen that sometimes with like the Lone Druid, for instance. Again, something like the Sniper that we've seen them paired with the Centaur, and that you kind of have to run at to take them down. They've run a lot this tournament, so I'm not sure if they'll go that direction here.
Liquid's turn to
What you can do, I can do. Ember IO.
Okay, yeah. So they're taking some notes then. This is good. I like this.
And
this is a
Liquid does not have very good lockdowns for the Ember.
I mean, they got Black Hole though.
Yeah,
There's no better lockdown. All right, I'm still trying to figure out that Drow ban. I mean,
Enigma also allows an early kind of death ball push option. You get the
probably
Greaves up.
I think the Drow ban is like just you don't want them to have a hero that helps them win their lanes because of the OD ban. Those are the two common factors between OD and Drow.
Yeah,
They win
okay.
you lanes.
I just thought that there'd be
10
some like,
seconds
oh, okay, but no.
Maybe sometimes it's just as simple as that. They don't want you to
5
have heroes that
seconds
win the lanes.
Yeah, who the hell wants to play against Drow?
But won't IO be able to help with winning your lanes regardless?
Yeah, that's why they don't want additional factors to help you win the
Okay,
lanes.
okay.
All right.
That could be the reasoning.
What do you expect the lanes to be so far?
It looks like it's a Bat Rider support,
Yeah.
Sam H on Sand King. I would
10
actually hope that it's
seconds
actually Sam H, Bat Rider, and a roaming Sand King.
Okay.
Because then it wouldn't be so
5
greedy.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
They still ban out that Ursa that we talked about earlier.
Jack, you're a genius. Talk to me, buddy.
Maybe it is because of the greed that they went with the Enigma as well. They're like, all right, you're probably going to play this greedy, and we'll respond to that with our own version of greed.
I mean, they look pretty confident. Sam H is smiling. This could be good.
But I think if you look at winning the lanes, if Bat Rider is a core and IO roams around, IO plus Bat Rider is stronger than IO plus Sand King. That's what I feel. If you want to have a strong presence in the lane, and right now you're looking at Liquid, they have a jungling hero.
Yeah.
So you immediately think
You can
about,
punish it.
can we punish the lanes harder?
10
Can we run the
seconds
lanes over?
remaining.
Comes down to the laning stage again.
5
Yeah,
seconds
it always
remaining.
comes down to the laning stage for TNC.
Not necessarily, because in their game against Secret yesterday, they lost that laning stage and then they won hard in the mid game.
Yeah, but for TNC, they sort of like, they need, like, the C teams always need to have a good laning phase.
Secret had something to do with that as well.
Yeah, that is true.
That's true, that's true.
They let them do that. I mean,
I mean, Shadow Fiend was a really good final ban. Because Liquid right now, they are lacking in terms of a hero that can frontline and hit the tower. Gosh!
Now I'm
Alright,
wondering if
that's
this
a
is
copy.
some kind of throwback to maybe a Lycanthrope or a Death Prophet, something like that. You have the silence up against the Ember Spirit, you have the ability to take objectives and Death Ball early on.
Yeah, they need a death ball. They definitely need a death ball hero with their lineup. Because Centaur and Enigma are two heroes that you want to group up, fight around each other.
And that's our last one right there. Woo!
that's one way to blow up a Terrorblade, boys. And a Wisp.
Okay, I'm gonna ask it, even though I think I kind of know the answer, Jake. Who do you favor?
I won't give you anything. I will just pick my team.
Yeah.
Team Liquid, Sheever.
All right, Winter.
I won't give anything either. I'll just pick my team TNC.
Oh.
With the precedent now being set, I'm going with Liquid.
All right, it seems very one-sided here. It does look like we might have Team Liquid in the finalists, but I think TNC will have a say in that as well. Let's find out how this game is going to play out with Lyrical and Merlini.
Thank you very much, Sheever. Hello again, everybody, and welcome
10
back. Game
seconds
number
remaining.
2. It's Team Liquid facing off against TNC Merlini. How are you feeling? Do you like the
5
Bat Rider in the
seconds
semi-supportish role?
I do.
You
I'm a
digging it?
big fan of a lot of things in this draft, actually. I like support Bat Rider. I like Jungle Enigma. I actually like it a lot more than offlane. What's going on in the game? Who is playing what?
Let's do it.
GH is Rubik.
Prepare for
Kuro is Enigma. Rior is Bat Rider. Tims is the IO player.
And it's
That's
Sam H
Winter
playing the Sand King, actually.
Same H on the Sand King.
All right, so a little bit of a different look. Winter, I believe, was saying that he liked this a little bit more because it felt like it's a
think
little
he
bit
liked-
less greedy.
You like the Wisp, the Bat Rider in the offlane because Bat Rider Wisp is much stronger than Sand King Wisp. So that's actually a little bit interesting. But I think that perhaps because of the Weaver in the offlane, like Wisp, Bat Rider can't do that much versus a Weaver. Weaver just Shukuchi runs away. Napalm stacks are kind of ineffective. So maybe thinking that the Sand King can actually get more done and the top lane will be much more impacted by the sticky Napalm.
Yeah. I mean, we did see just how strong the Bat Rider with the IO combination could be yesterday. I mean, is that something that's still going to be very viable here with this combination, or is it a little bit less effective in that way?
You have to worry about the jungle Enigma is the thing. You can't run over lanes because Weaver can just play defensively. You can just sit with a stick and Shukuchi away. So you're not going to give up like 3-4 kills to the Bat Rider in this early game. Maybe Centaur can, and I think that's what they're aiming for in the top lane, but at the same time, he can just jungle. It's very difficult for the Wisp to actually invade the jungle on this team, and they might need the Wisp and the Bat Rider to both go into the jungle to actually deal with one of these two farmers.
All right, well, bounty runes all picked up across the lanes, and it does look like we're going to be getting this one underway. Liquid already with a 1-0 advantage. TNC on the verge of elimination. Love to be able to get one here. The Enigma early on, you know,
He chose
traditionally.
to deny mid, so there's no range creep, as you can see.
I mean, yeah, this is something I'm sort of curious about is do you think that this is going to be a little bit too greedy, having the Enigma just away in the jungle? Like,
I actually don't think Jungle Enigma is that greedy, just because he buys mech, he can have mech at like 8 or 9 minutes, and he has Black Hole at 5 minutes. So your window to actually punish the greed is very minimal, and they also have strong, self-sufficient solo laners. Timbersaw doesn't need a support. Weaver can have a support, but he doesn't actually need one. He's not like a Luna. You know, that really needs some babysitting in the early game. 7 stacks is a lot.
yeah, he needs to get out of there.
There's no Firefly, so you're actually not that worried about it.
I guess that is the one thing here, is you would imagine maybe the Bat Rider could help find a kill on the Miracle in the mid lane, but he's been playing around that stacks, already took him off.
You're not
heads
too.
back out afterwards, so.
Like, yeah, you can hit with 7 stacks of napalm, but you'll do what, like 80 damage a hit, as opposed to Firefly, well, you can burn down in less than a second.
Now, I'm trying to get them back up again. He did miss that sticky napalm, unfortunately, and Cuckoo's still going to have a good time here. But yeah, it just feels to me as if this is going to be one of those games where Liquid is getting so much out of the laning stage at the start that it's going to be tough to tell.
Yeah.
Where do you see that initial rotation come from for the Enigma?
When or what?
Where?
You just play it by ear. Like, if they're still sitting in mid, you just Black Hole both and kill. Like, Bat Rider's not going to be able to interrupt a hole that early in the game. The thing about the Bat Rider is I thought he was going to either match the greed of the Enigma by jungling himself, or he was going to try and contest the Enigma. But he's actually playing it like an ogre and just sitting in the mid lane, which I think is, personally, I think is by far the worst of the 3 options. You're letting your Ember do, like, decently in CS, but Enigma has complete free form of the jungle. He is probably the fastest jungler in the game.
Oh my god. Well, that was not the way that first little movement was supposed to go, and Mind Control just showing his dominance up top there takes down Raven.
That's really bad for Team TNC. Rior's like, oh, hi Enigma. Oh wait, you're way stronger than me. I can't do anything about that. Now Sendra's going to shrine up and continue to dominate this terribly. He has a lot of armor, but Hoof Stomp, Double Edge, doesn't care about any armor.
Now, Firefly now used. They do have a good amount of stacks up here, and Bat Rider tanking the tower. They can't do it. Miracle just walks away.
It's a fruitless effort. Give me some synonyms for fruitless.
No. I don't know, maybe. What's
you're a thesaurus, man.
Bad? Is that a thing?
Wow. That's the best you could come up with?
I mean, you're putting me on the spot here.
Get out of here, man. You're crazy.
Well, you need to think up of words on the spot. That's your job. I think them up in the frame of mind. I'm not a little, like, what's the
You need
word?
some improv.
I do need some improv. Clearly, that's what I'll be working on. In the meantime, Mind Control needs a little bit of nothing because he's going to kill off Io again. No regard for human life. And he's just going to juke him away. They're not going to catch him. He walks out and away, trying to run out of here, and Hoof Stomp comes in. Io tries to chase. This is Metamorphosis used.
Wasted meta. They might get a kill. Maybe. No, that's not happening.
He's just walking away.
Okay, that's this top lane utter disaster.
Maybe they can salvage it here. It does look like Miracle is able to get the chains out and away. Rior, he's going to go down. Miracle finds another, and now Cuckoo in some trouble. They bring in the Weaver. The right click is going to finish him off. 4-0 start. Liquid is everywhere.
And going back to the bans of, OD and Drow Ranger, Winter was talking about a lot, why the Drow Ranger, and they didn't want TNC to win their lanes, and it seems like Wisp is not enough to win their lanes at all. Going terribly for them. Or, how else would you say?
Horrendous.
Horrendous is actually a very good adjective for
Thank you. I'm on the
start
spot.
for TNC. I gave you some time to prep.
Dumpster fire. That's what it is.
Fire.
It's not gone
What is
well.
that? Just like oil everywhere. Top of the dumpster, and you just keep pouring gasoline into it.
Just look at this game and you'll figure out. I mean,
my
granted, it's again something where maybe the lineup of TNC is going to be able to catch back up in the mid game. Is that something to think about?
No, because there's an Enigma farming.
All right.
They're losing the lanes with the Enigma just purely farming the jungle.
Yeah.
He's level 6 already. It's 5 minutes. He can black hole people right now. How do you gank people? How do you tower dive the mid lane when you have to deal with this threat?
And his counterpart
He's smoked.
at the bottom.
He's smoked. He's going in. To where, though? bottom lane. If he gets like a double black hole into it, oh, actually mid lane.
Cuckoo,
Hello,
this is not
Cuckoo.
meant to be. Black hole is not even expended yet. Trying to save it for the moment and doesn't need it. So Kuroki instead just going to be able to rotate into pressuring this tower, and nobody can come in and contest this. Still is black hole.
This is like the two junglers that I think are just not very greedy. I guess Chen is also one Enigma. Like these heroes can just do stuff so early on in the game. Hey, still black hole. Is it going to be a high ground?
Oh my god, no, he's
my
just gonna
God.
TP out. GH does
Ooh.
fall.
That was close. SamH, it's all on you, buddy.
All right, black hole onto one. Good way to interrupt that, so they are going to be able to turn this back around, and now trying to bring down SamH. Miracle doing the damage is going to be enough with that Midnight Pulse coming in, but Weaver is there as well. The tower is already down. At 5 minutes in, they find the kill. Killing spree for Miracle. It's been on one this series.
See, the thing about Enigma, he's not. You don't even need him for the black hole. He swooped in a mid, got the tower kill. Yeah, it was the best black hole, but Sand King with a haste is very hard to hit, and they still get +1 out of it. They still get the tower, and now where does Ember really go? He has to spend all this time trying to farm up in this mid lane in a position where he can't really check the runes. He can't really gank the side lanes very well, and their problems are getting out of control.
They have
This
all
is
the
only
answers.
6 minutes in, dude.
Yeah, and you have the Enigma almost ahead of the Terrorblade in net worth, and SamH now getting ran upon. He can burrow strike away, but they've got eyes on him, and Weaver can continue the chase. Matumba Man,
They did
have
not
the
get a
bugs.
bug on him? Yeah, that was a sick dodge then by SamH.
Yeah, really well played. Little silver linings in there for the TNC team over a very large storm cloud of this game. Or sand cloud. There you go.
He did. I was checking to see if he had Sandstorm, but he didn't have Sandstorm.
Oh. Well, there's a... What? Okay. Ward's placed.
Oh my god, look at this Wisp. He has a TP scroll as his only item. 7 minutes in. That is so sad.
This has been a really rough game for TNC. Granted, again, it's against one of the favorites to go on to the grand finals of this tournament.
But you first pick Wisp and he has a TP scroll 7 minutes in. That's his only item.
I'm not saying it's great.
You start off with 625 gold. He has 740.
Yeah.
100 gold in 7 minutes. You know how much GPM that is?
Not a lot. That's less than a lot.
He is approaching double-digit GPM.
Oh my god. Sick. Well, they have 5 heroes that rotate up to try and take down Miracle, the Timbersaw. Not able to control him. He just backs out and, well, it's still in the area. They're actually thinking about going in on this. Oh no, Tims, you're in double digits. This is not where you want to be. Oh god.
He didn't have that much net worth to lose.
Yeah.
Well, Death Gold is based off your net worth now, so maybe he's going for the long play.
You can't lose GPM if you never had it. Mind Control backing out is going to be contained for the moment. 4 heroes there, and they managed to find a kill. Something, at least, but it's not feeling like a lot.
Yep, let's 5-man and kill some heroes and kill some towers. It will give them a big influx of gold. And there's no way that Liquid can do... actually, Timbersaw did shrine up. He is really good at killing Timbersaw, or Terrorblade. He's like the only hero in there. He's just running at
Look
Tim.
at, he does not care. He just really
does not
doesn't.
care.
Raven might just end up dropping, has to use the Sunder, but they're still chasing now. Miracle, they are going to continue this. He's going to keep the chase on. Oh, God. That is so painful.
He just walked into them. Tim's is dead.
And this is...
He just walked into like 4 heroes, and they couldn't do anything about it.
I mean, it's not as bad as that IGV Seeker game. TNC have found kills, but it's more disheartening almost in a way, the way that those kills have been found.
Yeah. It's kind of the repercussions from game number 1 too, where they just got destroyed by the Wisp, so they had to address it in the draft. And they did have first pick. Imagine if they had second pick again.
I know.
Or second pick. Yeah, that would just... yeah.
Well, and you think about it, next time they might end up getting that second pick.
What next time?
Fair enough. Okay. They somehow that was an optimistic next time. Fair enough. This could be big. Miracle got caught by the epicenter, but he's just gonna be able to timber chain away. They've also got the ulti from Centaur, and they've taken down the Wisp. They've taken down the Sand King. Miracle alive on 70 HP. He's walking away. Cuckoo just desperately wants a kill. It's not going to happen. Mind Control in the meantime is trying to chase down Rior. He has Firefly in 15 seconds, but it's not going to be there. there. The right click's coming through, too much damage, and they find another one. Liquid showing no mercy.
0. Zilch, Nada, just slaughtering all around. TNC are hard pressed to even find support kills in this game. They are just losing everything.
He does have Black
Ooh,
Hole,
he was
thought
thinking
about it.
Is under attack.
Ember is one of those heroes that you have a very high percentage chance of missing a black hole on because of Slight and because of Remnant.
Well, chains connecting. They're kind of setting up again. It's like not all of Liquid is here. Maybe, possibly, if they can find a kill, it would be big enough, but they do still have that black hole walking in. They're trying to pull Miracle away. They don't want to end up losing him, but they are eventually going to. 640 gold.
That's huge.
Going to Sam H, and now the connection. They're kind of chain feeding a little bit. They need to bring these heroes down so desperately, and it does look like Kurva's going to... Oh, now looking for mind control. If they can somehow manage to clean up him as well, possibly they can find some solace in this game, but he has currently the Hood of Defiance up and online. He's so tanky. The Hoof Stomp connects on it too, but he is finally going to fall.
That's how you chain feed. Also, Kuro went for a Midas instead of a mech. I was wondering, I was like, why? Their team fight seems like it's terrible right now. He did go for a Midas. So Midas is, yeah, they're winning, but I think the playstyle for Midas is different than what should have been dictated. This, like, you don't 5-man and put a T2 this early if you have a Midas. If you have mech, sure, yeah, they would have probably crushed that fight.
Maybe a bit too cavalier right now at this point in time.
Yep.
Their movements.
And Timbersaw also didn't have a hood, so he got burned down. So it's actually not so bad anymore. By not so bad, 7,000 when it was 10,000 net worth gap. That's not so bad.
Got to take what you can get for sure. Well, it's 13-6 now. I mean, it felt like that swing was dependent upon Liquid making one of those huge misplays where they overextend. Is it something now where TNC can kind of make something happen themselves at the very least?
I don't actually know who got all the gold for that. I'm not particularly sure who got that miracle kill, but I think Ember Spear is actually still super poor, so it probably wasn't him. Terrorblade is also still super poor. Maybe it was the Batrider. Batrider has 1,400 gold, which is kind of close to Blink Dagger.
I think that Sand King just picked up his.
Yeah, Sand King, that double stun too is actually very nice on the Enigma at the end. Sam H has been having a spectacular series despite the series not really swinging his team's way. He's actually been super impressive. At TI, he was godly.
Yeah. I think that definitely one of the star players, and you know, of course, we saw what Tim's could do earlier on the Earth Spirit. It feels like they really excel when they're taking these team fights, and you know, with this Sand King now, he's going to be able to enable that at least a little bit further. But
yes, Enigma's also going to be hard pressed to find a black hole, because if you go, you don't go like Midas BKB, right? You go like Midas, probably Greaves, and then maybe Blink, and then BKB. So like if Sand King's off the map or off the screen, he always has to worry about a Blink Burrow Strike, because one of those spells is very easy to hit and interrupt a black hole with. And Enigma is actually going for a second item, Blink Dagger. So they're still lacking the big team fight items. No pipe yet, although Centaur does have a hood. No mech. Doesn't. If Enigma doesn't build it now, I assume that he's probably not going to build it at all.
feels like this is one of those times where you have to hit a team fight now for TNC, because you also don't have that Lincoln Sphere yet up on Matumba Man. So all of their net worth advantage, it's not necessarily translated into that next tier of items that's going to completely dismantle them yet.
I agree. They've also lost so many towers, though, so it's hard for them to actually, like, kind of equalize this net worth. But Ember Spirit, still very difficult to kill. They don't have the best lockdown. They have no Orca Carriers, no Scythe Buyers, and he's going to continue to be able to pressure very deeply in.
Oh, good blink away there by Kuro. They missed the chains as well, I believe, and Black Hole, they turn it back around. Oh, they wanted it so badly, but it's going to go so badly for them instead. GH also stealing Fire Remnant and using it to secure the kill. What a guy.
So flashy, this guy. And Kuro, that was a very nice blink and a very quick black hole too. Making the big plays.
Just when you thought that they were starting to turn it back around. And I mean, that's something that you have to go for, though, on the Ember Spirit, I'm sure. Like, you need to make those types of plays.
Yeah. I mean, they had the Observer Ward, maybe, so they probably did, but you don't expect a second item blink. You don't expect Midas blink. I don't think I've, like, ever really seen that build on Enigma. Well, Midas is a lot better now because you get the cooldown reduction. You can get the cooldown reduction talent on the Enigma, so or you can get the GPM, so you can have like tons of items without actually farming that much. So I think it's a lot better than before. But usually you build it around the huge team fight. But, you know, I guess you're not really that scared of TNC's team fight. They haven't really been able to bring things together, and they're still very, very poor while they're recovering and licking their wounds from the laning stage. And with Black Hole now down, this might be another one of those timings where they can make something happen. Could still be a little bit tough, but Matumba Man, Lincoln Sphere almost online for him. If they could find this kill right here, it would be absolutely huge. And they do have Blink Dagger on Batrider looking for it, but he actually goes back in, so they are going to be able to catch him. There's the Burrow Strike. Relocate is coming in, trying to save him. It's not going to happen, though. Oh, excuse me, what am I talking about? They don't have IO anymore. Yeah, that's just going to be securing the kill, and this should be towards the tier 1 tower in the mid lane going down. Whew, I thought he was going to be actually he was really close to his link, because I think he had, what, like 2,000 gold at that point? Yeah. And he just needed his ultimate orb left. So that's sad. That's a sad life. And a T1 tower, the first of the game for TNC. Much needed. Yep. Got to be able to transition those kills into towers, especially when you're as far behind as they are. Well, another stun comes out onto GH. He's going to be able to remnant away. And they also use the Stampede, looking for the fight. Nice blink away there by Rior, able to back out and away. And now they are able to pull him back in to catch, but look at the damage from Miracle. He takes down the IO, trying to run away now. They do have Weaver back. He's TPing into the midst of all of them, as it does look like they're going to be able to chase down and kill off Sam H. Raven now, Bugs on top of him as well, has to walk through the Chakram, and the damage coming out from Cuckoo, it might be enough to bring down Miracle, trying to run out of there, and now they've also got the Weaver under Rior. They're not going to be able to bring down Miracle. Might end up losing this Batrider as well. Blinking one, and looks like he can make the escape as they steal the haste rune, but Raven still able to TP away. Rior? Oh my goodness. They actually left that haste rune for a really long time. If Ember had a haste rune, I think he would actually been able to do a lot more. Oh my goodness. Very low, trying to walk away. Matumba Man chasing. They have the bugs on him. He's actually out of regen range now, and Sam H's trying to blink away. Oh, they got him. Bloodstone charges out the wazoo right here, and they also breaking the blink dagger of Sam H. Now they've got him trapped over here in the trees. Can they bear them all down as the Burrow Strike out? And there's the blink. Good play by Sam H. Does look like he's going to be able to make the full escape. Miracle does so much damage on the Timber Cell too. Like the way he connects his spells a lot, he's maximizing damage a lot of the time. It's always nice to see. I'm a man about efficiency, including efficiency and damage. Definitely. Yeah, he's been having a great game, and think back to that Ember Spirit performance as well in the previous one. It's really impressive stuff. Enigma is almost #1 on net worth. Midas Blink Octarine Core will be the build for Kuro. Or at least that's what his quick buy suggests. Which I'm actually okay with that. He went for the 120 GPM on the Enigma, so like gold is just free flowing for him. I guess what's the big thought behind it? Like you don't need the double, I guess, so you just go for the one and the double what? The double black hole for a refresher or something. So the thing is, when you have that much gold, you can do whatever you want. You can get Blink, BKB, Lincoln's, Refresher, Octarine, like in 40 minutes easily. H is going to be able to walk away again. Had Sakuchi, used it, running, trying to get out. Also used Flame Guard, trying to run away. He's taking a lot of this DOT, but now Matumba Man in. He's able to buy himself enough time where they're able to turn it back around. Uses Sakuchi, stealing Flame Guard, pops it on himself, staying alive. What is there this guy can't do? I'm not sure. That's a very good question. We thought Kuro's Rubik was impressive, but GH's is quite the show. Played a lot. I don't know how he always has these spells too. Like even remember when they got the black hole on the Wisp and the Ember? He had Flame Guard before too. So he had Flame Guard and then he triple remnanted it in. That's just really impressive display. Tim's, you are not very farmed. He was trying to take a few hits, but that's a little bit scary. Let me build up those reactive stacks. Another one of those things that's just a morale destroyer. Seeing your Timber Saw, or seeing the enemy Timber Saw just tank tower with not a care in the world. And he has Hood now, so he's actually very close to unkillable. Unless they get like 10 napalm stacks on him.
All right, if there was a moment to go, this would be it. TNC, they want to make something happen. They have a Lincoln Sphere now there onto the Timber Saw, and he's just going to throw out the Chakram behind him, makes the walk away. Chase is going to continue. They have the Remnant forward. Chain's going to connect, but he's able to get out. Nonetheless, still going to be rooted, but this is a far chase now by TNC.
They do not have the Centaur there. And they would be fighting very close to the enemy shrine. So not the ideal fight for Liquid to take. They also do not have any wards. Both of their wards expended towards that middle side of the Dire base. And, you know, they died unnecessarily near the T2 on top. Seem to have reined in their aggression. Yes, should. No point in throwing.
It's felt to me like since that one fight that happened there, they just haven't really put themselves in a dangerous position. GH again throwing these out, blinks away. He is completely outplaying them over and over again. Sam H dies in the meantime up there on the top side, and now they also don't have the Sand King for the counter initiation.
Sand King is a lot of their damage. Terrorblade is not that farmed. He's pretty low on net worth. Ember Spirit also not very capable of outputting tons of damage, especially versus double hood. So there's no chance they can take this fight. Roshan looks to be the next point. I don't think there's Dezo up on the Weaver yet. He just needs about 800 more gold, but I think they're very comfortable in taking this fight. That's also a really good thing about Enigma. You want to take a fight around Roche, you got to deal with Black Hole. And they do have Batrider. I think Batrider is one of the best heroes around fighting around the pit, but I think that TNC have to do something about this.
Yeah, it's going to be... Do they even know? I mean, they haven't really had any type of map control for a really long time. Look at the wards all across the map. Like, Radiant just see everything. And you do have some that's in the Radiant jungle by the side of TNC. This entire side of the map is basically open to them. And yeah, Roche is going to fall. And in your eyes, I mean, is this one where they're going to be able to go high ground with it?
They don't need to. They have the super greedy build on the Enigma with the Midas and the GPM, so he gets like an extra 200 GPM over anyone else in the game, just by virtue of his items and his talent. So, like they can wait all they want.
That steady block. Okay, there we go. Jump in, double chain. Already one gone, and well, that's going to be GH, who does end up falling. Cuckoo able to take a little bit of revenge against him. They pull back in one. Going to be able to kill off Miracle as well. Not insignificant. And Matumba Man taking a little bit of a beating from Raven as well. They're trying to continue the chase. Ember Spirit is going to be able to spot out. Oh, the nice time lapse back. Matumba Man alive for the moment. Thinking about going back in. Mind Control is there, as well as Kuroki. They end up pump faking the hoof stop. Able to find him there with the force staff forward. And now Ember in a little bit of trouble, but is going to remnant back away.
That was a huge game of chicken between Kuro and the Sand King. We didn't see Sand King do anything. I was seeing where he was. He just sat in the trees waiting for them. That's all he did for the first 15-20 seconds of the fight. And that is very hard to discipline yourself to do, because he knows a good Black Hole would have just completely ruined them. So he allows the 4 other members to play very freely, and he just purely controls the Enigma in that fight by not doing anything and not showing, which it sounds like an easy job, but that is very hard to actually do in practice.
Well, and the fact that they took down GH at the start of the fight enables them to do that, because you don't need that extra little bit of control that Rubik would normally be disrupting the fight with. So really good pick off there to start it. They still feel confident to go high ground, though.
Yeah, they saw a Black Hole. They actually need a BKB on Enigma to guarantee that it's going to go off. Not completely guaranteed, because Batrider can still technically interrupt it, but generally it's very difficult, especially if you cast on yourself.
There's Burrow, steals it away. They pull back in the Weaver for a moment. Hoof stomp there as well, taking him low. Matumba Man still not very healthy here, but
he thought he would get more from the time lapse, but he was very low.
Oh god, they turn it back around again. GH, the stolen Burrow strike, able to take down that Sand King with Matumba Man, Aegis in hand. They haven't been able to pop it yet, and it looks like this is going to be a tier 3 tower at the very least. They actually don't have creeps,
back to a regen.
Dire's bottom barracks.
They're probably like, what? We just had creeps.
It looks like they're sending out an illusion as well, so TB illusion going to be pulling the creep wave past for a little while. But that'll be coming again in a second. Since they took that tower, of course, it's shrine time.
Still have plenty of time left on...
Oh my god. GH sets up. They black hole the Ember, and he is going to fall. Just over and over again. I mean, granted, it's so hard to play this game as Ember at this point now.
He had a 135-second cooldown on hold too. That's very, very nice. Yeah, it is. It's quite hard to play with Ember. They didn't win their laning phase. Nothing like the Ember and the Wisp that we saw from the last game. And he is just very poor relative to everyone else.
Rior again trying to back out of here. You do have Matumba Man continuing to chase. He has the Aegis for about another minute and a bit. Actually got the bugs onto him. They're thinking about going for this one. Might end up being able to get it time loss back. Not going to find that kill.
Got to bait out those shrines.
There you go. That high ground siege even easier. And we're still seeing that tendency of Liquid to go for the side lanes first. Like you talked about at the end of that last game, deciding to go along the bottom side. Do you think that this is something we're going to see more from teams in general?
It depends on the matchup. I think mid lane is actually better to push this game because of the Bat Rider. If you push the side lanes, Bat Rider can fly over a cliff in the tree line and destroy you. So I think in the mid lane, you're actually, I think, a little bit better prepared against a bat. But this game, it doesn't particularly matter that much. It was something very interesting last game that I don't think we'll see repeated too often. I don't know. Certain teams just have their certain little tendencies that I would say.
Oh, they pull him back in now. GH going to be caught, doing a good bit of magical damage, but trying to turn it around again. They end up relocating into just a Hellfire as two end up dropping. That's the Terrorblade and the Wisp. They've caught another Ember falling, a double for Miracle.
That was not the relocate. They are not super well practiced with the Wisp. Even a couple of the prior relocates too is just completely destructive to Terrorblades life.
That's one of those moments where you're like, come on now, support player, what are you doing? Granted, still a little bit rough there. Does look like H trying to go for the creep cut. They know they have to do this. No buyback on Terrorblade right now.
Barracks are under attack.
That's some huge plays there by H, but they still get the creeps inside the base.
Rather long road to respawn.
Dire's structures are fortified.
You know, not a huge deal though. Again, Liquid, they've not really pressed in any sort of time. The net worth chart is a lot of green.
Dire's bottom
Green is good unless you're TNC.
Yeah, they're just all over it. GH has been able to find himself another Bat Rider, still sticking Napalm, the lift up there by the Yule Scepter, and now the jump through, and that is going to be a kill. And each time these look so bad, but these are just the type of plays you have to sacrifice your body to try and hold your high ground, it feels like.
But now they're going to have to fight 4-on-5, it seems. Miracle is very fat, 17 Bloodstone charges. He does have a Lotus Orb, so we could see Roots dispelled, Sand King stuns Lotus, Bat Riders lasso themselves, perhaps, but mostly used for Searing Chains dispel.
They've got the Black Hole with the BKB now up as well for Enigma. So any initiation by TNC is going to be rapidly dismantled. A counterplay, and they've also got Vision up there. They don't even really feel confident enough to walk up the high ground.
They have Centaur Axe too. Oh my god.
This is feeling pretty tough right here. The root goes forward. Sandwich throws out the Burrow Strike, able to steal it away. He is just brought down in an instant, and Cuckoo is there as well. Trying to just do anything to get the D-push going, but Liquid is just not stopping. This is far too much damage at this point. Tumble Man there. They've got the root. It feels as if they're not even going to be able to take a team fight. Like, Liquid are giving them no avenues to initiate.
They did push mid though instead of the side lanes, but I'm still really curious as to why they pushed bottom lane instead of mid last game. There wasn't like an overwhelmingly obvious reason to me as to why they did so. This game makes more sense because of the Bat Rider and the Sand King actually for that matter. Didn't really think about that one, but last game it was why bottom lane? Why?
I'll have to ask them later.
Yeah. Someone definitely made that call. It wasn't haphazard by any means.
Yeah. Well, 18 Bloodstone charges there for the Timbersaw now. Level 20. The net worth is just all over the place.
Smokes.
Yeah, this is a last-ditch effort.
Yeah, it is a last-ditch effort. Radiant use scan, so they actually know that they're actually... I'm pretty sure that they know that they're further ahead than they actually are.
Oh, and there's going to be the scan that's used as well by the Dire, not able to find anybody.
This is going to be disastrous. I could tell there's so little chance of this working out.
This is the definition of a bait right now. Miracle jumped upon. They're actually going for Matumba Man for a moment, but Well, there is the Enigma, looking for the initiation if he wants to go for it. Black Hole available. They could turn this on to Raven if they want to, but Miracle's already taken down Cuckoo. Looking for Raven, seeing if they can find the kill. Able to get the Sunder off, and they do relocate away. But it feels as if it's going to be a nice Black Hole to turn this back around, although actually Sam H able to walk away for the moment. Nice blink out. Looks like the IO is just going to end up going down here, so...
Yeah, as long as Liquid was there at 5, there's
oh
so
god,
little
GH
chance.
found him. Burrow trying to run.
Man.
Sam H, Matumba Man, blink. Oh god. And GH found him again? What? Oh no. He's just constantly got it. He is just inside their heads right now. Getting a little bit of love from the
very
crowd.
impressive. Highly individually talented player.
Dire's top tower is under
Wow.
attack.
Anyways,
MVP for you for the series, for GH?
yeah, because he also, like, the reason they're playing Wisp right now is because of GH. Like, he forced out the Keeper ban and the Wisp. They have to address the Wisp well. And of course, he can play a lot of other heroes. Like, Tim is an Earth Spirit specialist, but his other heroes are not up to standard, I would say, with his Earth Spirit. And when he only has to ban out one hero, it's like, oh, yeah, sure, we can use one of those 2 bans, but this game is just... this game is pretty much over. It's been for almost 20 minutes, but the TNC lineup, never give up, never surrender. They're going to try and take whatever they possibly can. They end up burrow striking forward, but they're going to drop Sam H
Black
dead,
Hole for good measure.
trying to finish it off in the fountain.
Are they going to throw it? Rior's already dead. Can he Black Hole anything? Everybody's already dead. Cuckoo trying to chase away. They're very valiant. You got to give them pressure. GH is fire flying away. The Black Hole drops in. Good game, well played, ends up getting called. GH is not going to end up falling. They end up taking him down at the end. Well played. So right now, if you are OG or VGJ, you are looking